All right, folks. By the way, I'm a little hoarse tonight because maybe you understand if you watched last night, the Los Angeles Kings beat the New York Rangers in double overtime. Go Kings, go, baby. What a night. All right, this fellow is president of this chapter from 75-76, was at KFMB Channel 8, and has been acting for over 4 decades. Esther, a talented writer for many of the shows, including the classics All in the Family and The Brady Bunch. I will now yield the stage once again to Jonathan Dunn Rankin and the lovely Esther Jane Paul.
Well, Esther, it's great to be up here working with you again.
Thank you.
We had a very productive period when, during my 22 years as chapter administrator and your 5 years as chapter president, which is a record. No one else has done that.
That's right. That's right.
And during that time, you also set some other records in your writing for the Brady Bunch, which was mentioned, and all of the Family. And I understand that Writers Guild of America has now voted that episode that you worked on All of the Family, as one of the 101 best written television episodes ever.
That's right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
By the way, have you noticed the Emmys here are now all round based?
Yeah.
And when I was the administrator, we had rectangular base. Some of you may remember those. And you were able later on to cash them in and to get a round one instead.
Tell them about when the Emmys had to be recycled on the stage here.
Yes, one year, the company that makes them wanted to be environmentally correct. So they stopped packing them into styrofoam and did cardboard packaging instead. 2/3 of the Emmys arrived broken. So we would hand out an Emmy here on stage, and the minute you got off, the Emmy would be grabbed away from you, rushed around to the other side, be handed to somebody else.
Right.
But everybody finally got their repaired Emmys. Well, so much for history. What about the list of nominees for tonight?
In the category of Arts Entertainment, Single Story or Series, the nominees are The Heart of Community, James Gregg; Herb Hardesty, A Life of Music, Jason Bean; Aging Artist Returns to His Life's Work, Katie Shoelove, Angela Carone. In the category of Education, Schools, Single Story or Series, the nominees are No Tech School, Beth Farnsworth Ward; Bathroom Battle, Jackie Parks, Yvonne Hinojos; Sweetwater Union School District Fire Alarms, J.W. August, Cristin Severance, Arie Thanasoulis, Mitch Blacher; What Happened to R.J., Kyle Zulke. In the category of Environment, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Neighbors at Odds, Paiutes vs. Power Plant, John Castanino, Jason Valley; Snake Man, Stephen Luke; End of Darkness, George Knapp, Matthew Adams. In the category of Health Science, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Condena Silenciosa, Adriana Arevalo, Martha Saldana, Ricardo Bonilla; The Selfless Teacher, Candace Wen; El Gen de la Muerte, Martha Saldana, Adriana Arevalo, Ricardo Bonilla; Beauty's Perception, Jason Zuidema, Kathleen Bade; Conectados pero Enredados, Claudia Rodriguez; San Onofre, J.W. August, Mitch Blacher, Arie Thanasoulis. In the category of Historic, Cultural, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Holocaust, One Man's Courage to Remember, Nichelle Medina, Kenny McGregor; Carol Kay, Unknown Name, Unforgettable Music, Rochelle Murcia, Lee Vaughn; Rebirth of Historic West Las Vegas, Sherry Harvin, Rudy Villarreal; Isla de las Muñecas, Claudia Rodriguez, Fernando Escamilla; Nevada Atomic Test Site, Peter Dawson. In the category of Crime, Single Story or Series, the nominees are Condenados en Tierra Ajena, Daniela Mosquera, Enrique Chiabra, Francisco Rivas; Tracking Sex Offenders, Elizabeth Donatelli.
Okay, the Emmys go to James Gregg, The Heart of Community,
J.W. August, Cristin Severance, and Arie Thanasoulis, and Mitch Blacher for Sweetwater Union High School School District fire alarms.
Steve Luke, Snake Man.
Martha Saldana, Adriana Arevalo, Ricardo Bonilla, El Gen de la Muerte.
Jason Zuidema, Kathleen Bade, Beauty's Perception.
Nichelle Medina, Kenny McGregor, Holocaust, One Man's Courage to Remember.
Claudia Rodriguez, Fernando Escamilla, Isla de las...
Isla.
Oh, sorry. De las Muñecas.
And Daniela Mosquera, Enrique Chiabra. Wait until all the names are called. Enrique Chiabra and Francisco Rivas for Condenados en Tierra Ajena.
It's actually about something much more interesting, and that is it's about community. There is no other resource or facility that the city provides.
That children's safety should be a priority.
Our source says they felt compelled to blow the whistle after suggestions from several employees to upgrade the alarms were ignored.
When they're rattling at you and they're coiled and ready to strike.
What started with fascination and a few simple emails to friends is today a part-time job. From strip malls to sidewalks to, well, you name it.
Para evitar los estragos del temido cáncer del seno. Un procedimiento quirúrgico que podría representar la diferencia entre la vida y la muerte para miles de pacientes con un constante historial de cáncer en su vida.
I've decided to conduct an experiment with one of our interns and the help of the San Diego Police Department. Does what she sees in the mirror reflect what other people see when they look at her?
Gerhard Mashofsky's story is hard to tell and difficult to hear.
On the death march, I don't know what kept me alive. The death march was the worst.
Don Julián Santana llenó su chinampa de muñecas. Nació entonces este sitio y con él la leyenda de las inexplicables experiencias que se vivían aquí.
Caminan entre la sombra, tratados por muchos como criminales. Aunque tienen nombre, no tienen identidad. Es el castigo que pagan millones de personas que emigraron a este país en busca de una mejor vida.
Wow, this is awesome. This is my second one. I got to thank Jill Chandler, Kathleen Bade, James Mann, Ralph Morales for helping me out. Couldn't have done it without you. My dad for buying me my first video camera, VHS nonetheless, which started it all. And I dedicate this one to Lauren and Caro, who always pushed everyone to do stories that they truly care about. Thank you, Lauren. Love you.
This is on the Sweetwater school story. It was a great story. Arie was my partner in crime in that, and it's a story that gives you a good example of the importance of confidential sources in telling a story. That, and the second part of it was, don't believe whatever a school tells you, a school district. You got to keep pressing. Anyway, thank you. I want to thank the Academy for this. Thanks.
I promised my son I'd dedicate one of these to him, so it's to you, Byron.
Sorry, just a second. I have an Instagram now. I'm trying to figure it out. But hi. I'm not able to really take credit for this one. The library piece was really tough for me, and Chris Wieselman and Beto Alvarez and Larry Nista were really helpful in making sure that they pushed me, they collaborated with me, they encouraged me, they helped me, inspired me and all those things. So this was really a result of them keeping me on track. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
First of all, I want to thank my boss and friend, Adriana. Thank you so much for believing me. Thank you, Ricky, for your extraordinary work. I want to thank my family for their support. My boyfriend, I love you, mi amor. And yesterday, my daughter said to me, Mommy, if you win this Emmy, can you give it to me? Danica, this is for you. I love you with all my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're very excited. Actually, this is our first Emmy in our station, so we're very excited.
Or someday happy.
First of all,
We're a little nervous, really excited.
Yeah. We want to say thank you, of course, to our news team, and we want to say like this prize is for all our Hispanic community that trust in us every single day. So this is for them especially. Thank you very much.
Even though we are a really quite small team, we just make things happen. And so thank you so much. We're really excited, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All our team.
Yeah.
I'm accepting this for Stephen Luke. He couldn't be here because he had family things today. So I'm sure he would want to thank Dick Kelly and Gregg Dawson for giving him the opportunity to tell the stories that he tells. So this is for Stephen and his family.